Hi guys, it's Bill and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be using the jelly plate to print on some t-shirts. So I've actually got a screen printing kit, but unfortunately I don't have the space to use it at the moment. So I brought myself a jelly plate and I've been doing some printmaking with that and I've been really enjoying it. The other week I made this poster using cardboard, which is actually this here, and I really like the texture. And then suddenly it kind of occurred to me, can you use the jelly plate to print on t-shirts? And I think the answer is yes, I think you can. So we are going to try that in this video. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm actually going to measure, and I think it's about 41, so I think I probably want about that. Now what I'm going to do, this is my piece of cardboard and I want it this side up, so I'm going to see how far down I want it, and I'm actually going to put a piece of tape along here, hopefully straight, in the rough area of kind of where I want the actual, where I want the print to go. So, measuring that again, about 42, okay, so about 20.7 there, easier. So, distance there is 19.5, which is what could be about 9.5. So the good thing about this being corrugated cardboard is that you can actually just run along the lines that are essentially already made for you. I just ended up scoring it, but essentially I know what that is. So when it comes to print, like I said, I want it this way so I know that I can line that up with that. Measure out about down where we want it. Roughly about there. Hoping that this is straight. Now, because I'm going to essentially be printing on the jelly plate, and this one would actually be printed like that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of tape on the back of the jelly plate. Put you on there. Let's measure you. It's about 10.5. Which is there. Okay. And we measure across here, which for some reason on this t-shirt seems to be about 38.5, roughly about 19.5. When I'm doing it, I can literally just do that. It's not going to be perfect. Now we have our jelly plate set up. I've got my brayer. And I've got my ink. I don't really know how much I'm going to need, so I'm going to put a kind of healthy amount on there, obviously working kind of against it really. Now this could be one of those times where you need more ink than what you think, but actually I think that might actually be enough ink. So this is my top part. And let's place it on there. Good contact, try not to move it because you will mess things up. I think that's actually moving a little bit. Let me take that off. So that's not worked how I thought it was going to work. So what I might actually do is just brayer that again. I don't know if it's because the ink has dried. It's a bit hard to tell really. But I mean, the whole idea of this is to experiment, isn't it? So, and that's a bit better. You want ink all over this t-shirt, but it might be one of those things where you can't really help it. Now, this may work, this may not work. We are going to find out together. Okay, so good even pressure. You basically want to get as much ink onto that t-shirt as you can. And now we can lift. Okay. It's not exactly how I thought it was going to be, but you know what? I quite like it. I've actually still got the back on this on and almost lined up, not quite perfect. And apply some pressure. And let's see how that has come out. I don't know how long to leave it for. But that's a good amount of pressure. And I guess just pull it back. Okay. So it's a little bit off. I quite like that. So what I've done is I've let this, I've let the t-shirt essentially dry for about 20 minutes, half an hour, just so it kind of like air dries. But obviously what we need to do is we need to actually cure the ink, because if we was to just wash this, the design would essentially wash straight out. So we're going to remove our mask tape, and I'm using a Cricut Easy Press, but you don't have to use this. You can use just like a normal iron if that's all you have. We want to lay this down as flat as we can get it. And whether or not you're using an iron or you're using an Easy Press, what you do need to use is some parchment paper or non-stick paper. Do not use wax paper because it melt and you'll have a horrible mess. So my Easy Press is set to 165 Celsius, which I think is about 330 thereabouts degrees. I'm going to do it for 30 seconds to begin with, and then we can take it from there. So that's been the first 30 seconds, and let's pull that back. There's no steam coming off of that yet, so I think we need to do it for another 30. As such, I don't believe. And let's beat to tell us that it's dry, and I believe that should now be cured. So we'll do the other one. Okay, so one thing that I have realised is that I've nearly melted this board that I'm actually doing it on. Okay, so I now have my green t-shirt, and this has obviously got more ink on it, so I think this one's probably going to be easy to tell when it's cured. And obviously this one I have on my my heat mat as well. I don't know why I didn't use it on the other one, but like I said, this channel is all about learning. So let's move this over, and we'll do this for another 30 seconds. Okay, so that's had 30 seconds on maximum temperature. Move that over, and you can see on here that there's actually some steam coming off. that is the water evaporating from the ink. 30 seconds, so that's got another few more seconds to go. There we go. Let's shoot it off, and there's still some more steam coming off of that, so I'm going to put that back on. I'm going to do the bottom again. Yeah, and I think that should be good. So there you go, guys. These are the t-shirts. This one is probably a little bit difficult to see in this light, but I think it came out really, really well. And then the yellow one as well, I think that came out really, really well too. Obviously, the same thing we printed from just essentially gives you, in many ways, two completely different designs. So that was my first time printing t-shirts with the jelly plate. That was really, really good fun, and I definitely think I'm going to pick it up again in the future, but possibly using maybe sort of like 2 different colours rather than just one. So thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.